A man accused of killing a cyclist with his car here in Scott County is in court.
An elected county official in southeastern Kentucky now faces criminal charges after a run-in with a woman that was caught on tape.
It's a WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day. Rounds of thunderstorms on the move. We'll track them coming up.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
Good afternoon. Storms continue to roll across much of the region right now. Some of them could be severe with strong winds and maybe some heavy rain.
We have declared a First Alert Severe Weather Day to keep you informed. We begin with WKYT Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. He is tracking the storms on the First Alert Defender.
Hi guys, this is a very low-end event. We're getting it on some strong thunderstorms out there. Some local severe weather is a possibility. Not a likelihood where you are, but the potential is certainly there. One severe thunderstorm warning with a sail into far northern Kentucky. Though across the Lexington metro, things getting ready to get a little bumpy over the next few minutes. Starting to see now some general run-of-the-mill showers and storms stretching from around the Franklin County area right on top of most of Woodford County. Folks in Lexington, Georgetown, looking to your west toward Midway. Versailles, Frankfort, thunder, lightning in the distance. Some very heavy rains around the Mortonsville area down into Nonsuch. Folks in Wilmore, it's just off to your west. Some very heavy rains now rolling across most of Mercer County too. And remember, everything is coming at us from southwest to northeast. A little break in the action across Boyle County. Earlier had a severe thunderstorm warning out for this cell. It has weakened dramatically, though, as it makes its way into northern parts of Casey County. Additional scattered thunderstorms from Columbia, Adair County, back to the southwest toward the Nashville, Tennessee area. And I mentioned everything with a quick northeastward movement. Check out the storms that are beginning to increase across central and southern Kentucky. So it's going to be a noisy evening, but again, noise doesn't necessarily mean it's severe. So rounds of storms, isolated severe weather possibility. Guys, this absolute strongest storms may be able to tap just enough wind energy to produce some high winds and maybe some pea-sized hail. Heavy rain, a lot of lightning with the stronger storms, too. We'll continue to track what's out there on Live First Alert Defender and be here for you through the entire evening.
All right, Chris, thank you. And remember, you can track severe weather when you are away from your TV. On WKYT.com, you can take control of an interactive First Alert Defender and zoom right into your neighborhood. You can also download the WKYT First Alert Defender radar app for your iPad or your smartphone. Just search for WKYT in your app store.
A suspected drunk driver charged with murder after hitting a cyclist went in front of a judge today in Scott County. 57-year-old Mark Hinkle, a well-known attorney in Lexington, died Saturday after he was hit while riding in the Horsey 100 biking event. WKYT Sam Smith was in the courtroom today for the hearing. He also talked to Hinkle's co-workers who had a heavy heart as they went back to work for the first time without their colleague.
Paz Salvador appeared in front of a judge this afternoon with an interpreter by his side. The judge read the charges out loud and detailed what he's accused of. Police say on Saturday afternoon his truck collided with a cyclist head-on. The cyclist, Mark Hinkle, was thrown into the windshield and landed on the truck bed. He was rushed to UK Hospital where he died. Paz Salvador is charged with murder, fleeing the scene of an accident, and wanton endangerment. He's also charged with DUI. This was his third offense. Police say he told them he had several beers and smoked marijuana before the wreck. His family says he never smoked. Hinkle was an attorney at Landrum and Schaus in Lexington, focusing on workmen's compensation cases. This was the first day they were back open since his death.
But it's still very hard to come in and obviously very emotional.
Paz Salvador's family was in the courtroom today. They're saddened by all of this.
I feel like he's going to get some time. It was he murdered someone with his vehicle. It was an accident.
This was his third driving while intoxicated offense, and because he's considered a danger to the public, his bond remains unchanged. In Scott County, Sam Smith, WKYT.
Paz Salvador is expected to be back in court for a preliminary hearing on June 2nd.
A new development in the case of an Eastern Kentucky elected official accused of harassing a college student last month. A grand jury has indicted Perry County Clerk Haven King on 7 counts. Jennifer Palumbo is at the live desk. Jennifer, what about these new charges? What are they?
Amber, King now faces charges of wanton endangerment, official misconduct, stalking, harassment, reckless driving, menacing, and unlawful imprisonment. The victim is a student at Hazard Community and Technical College. She claims she was on her way to class last month when King followed her for miles, then confronted her when she pulled over. She recorded the incident on her cell phone, and it shows the man questioning her about driving a car with a handicapped license plate. In addition to the criminal case, the woman's attorney says she may also file a civil lawsuit against King.
Civil suit has not been filed. I do have one prepared. However, due to the criminal charges, that will weigh in to my decision as to when and how to file the civil action.
According to the indictment, the wanton endangerment charge is because Haven King operated a vehicle in a way that endangered the life of the victim and a passenger in her car. Prosecutors claim King was speeding and tailgated the woman's car for several miles. King also faces a charge of official misconduct. The indictment states he misrepresented his office and had no authority to follow another citizen, detain them from leaving, and run license plates not issued by his Perry County office. At the live desk, Jennifer Palumbo, WKYT.
Jennifer, thank you. The Commonwealth's attorney says Haven King will answer to the 7 charges in court. A date for his arraignment has not been set.
We are tracking a crime alert after a shooting in a Lexington neighborhood this morning. It happened just before 10 in front of a home on Carlisle Avenue near Castlewood Park. Police say a confrontation between 2 men who had an ongoing argument escalated when one of them pulled out a gun and fired shots. The victim was hit in the leg. A woman who lives in the home says she's fed up with the recent violence.
Lexington is getting too bad. Stop shooting people. Like, it don't make no sense at all. None. If y'all have beef, y'all have problems, fight it out. That way y'all live to fight another day. It don't make no sense at all.
The gunman is still on the loose. The victim is expected to recover. It was a very tough day back to class today for students at Bourbon County Middle. They lost a classmate in a crash over the holiday weekend.
13-year-old Emily Sams was riding with her parents Saturday morning when they were involved in a crash on I-64 in Scott County. The teen was thrown from the family's truck. WKYT's Monique Blair is at the school where the principal told her students are leaning on each other to deal with the loss.
Bourbon County Middle School teachers, students, and staff took time today to remember 13-year-old Emily Sams.
We are placing a rose at her desk in every classroom. And the students, there's many students have made T-shirts, and they're in the process of making cards and posters and so forth.
Principal Travis Earlywine tells us there were numerous grief counselors from several different counties at the school today for anyone who needed to talk.
The students are grieving, obviously, and the teachers, but everybody's holding up pretty well.
Earlywine says Emily had a fun and goofy personality. He says this picture was taken one day when they were goofing off.
So she was in close proximity to me each day at lunch, so that one kind of hit home for me, you know, when we hit to lunch today, that I will miss seeing her in that seat.
Hundreds of people came out to a vigil for Emily on Sunday night on the school's lawn. She was described as a standout in the classroom, a leader on the volleyball and basketball courts, and an overall inspiration.
At a time like this, that's about the only choice you got, is to lean on each other. And
Principal Earlywine tells me some students and parents are in the process of making T-shirts that they'll sell so Emily's family can get some help with funeral costs. In Bourbon County, Monique Blair, WKYT.
Emily's parents were also injured in that accident. Her mother, Shella, works in the Bourbon County school system. She's still in critical condition at UK Hospital.
In our county-by-county coverage here at 5, we're tracking stories from Madison and Laurel counties. A man now faces additional charges after a drug raid earlier this month at a Berea hotel. Berea police were called to the Red Roof Inn after a complaint. When they arrived at the room, they arrested several people on drug charges. Officers have since learned that one of the people in that room was a juvenile. 38-year-old Michael Halfley also now faces a charge of unlawful transaction with a minor. We now know when a Laurel County woman accused of going on a rampage inside the Corbin Walmart will go in front of a judge. 42-year-old Caracia Botner will be arraigned tomorrow morning in Laurel District Court. Sheriff's deputies say they found Botner over the weekend pushing 3 carts full of plants and clothing items while eating cabbage she picked up from the produce section. Deputies say she admitted to shooting up meth. Deputies say she destroyed about $160 worth of items. She's charged with criminal mischief and trespassing.
A massive storm system is blamed for deaths and damage in Texas. We'll take you to Houston. It's dealing with nearly a foot of rain. And how is the job market looking for recent college graduates? We'll have a forecast for new grads coming up in Better Living.
Scattered showers, thunderstorms lining up on live First Alert Defender. We'll track the boomers when I come back in just a moment.